Hey guys, welcome to my channel. So today I'll be going over Excel VBA. What I want you to take away from this video is how to access the VBA editor, how to work within it. We're going to also go over what modules are, and that's actually where you'll be writing your VBA code to automate your Excel functions. And then after that, we're going to go into how we work with the modules. And lastly, I'll show you some keyboard shortcuts to both access the VBA editor and to access the functions inside the VBA editor, like the modules or other functions inside of it. Now that we've opened up Excel, we're going to learn how to access the VB editor. So there's three ways you can do it. The first way is you go to Options, Customize Ribbon, check the Developer tab, which is usually by default unchecked when you download a fresh version of Microsoft Office. Click OK, and you'll see that it pops up on your ribbon. And when you click the tab, you'll see the Visual Basic button here. So this is the first way you could open up the Visual Basic editor is to click that button. You can also, as you see here, hit Alt F11, or you can also hit Alt L V. So there's three ways you can access the Visual Basic editor. Now that we have the VB editor open, I'm going to show you how to quickly switch back and forth between the windows. And there's several ways you could do that. You can scroll right up to the top here and select the View Excel button, or hit Alt F11, or you can Alt Tab, or you can go to the taskbar and select the one that you want. There's multiple ways you can jump back and forth. Whichever is your preference, whichever is easier, makes it faster for you, I would go with that one. And when you open up the VB editor, usually there's two windows available to you, the Project Explorer and the Properties window. In my case, the Properties window is not visible, but to go and find it, all we have to do is go into the View button, and it's right there. We can also use the keyboard shortcuts to bring it open. The reason why you want to have the Properties window open is because we're going to want to change things like fonts or the size of a window. You're going to need the property window available to you. So yeah, you can do that. And what you'll notice that as you select the different Excel objects, the properties change. And we'll go more into detail with that as we use other types of objects like the modules or forms. One last thing I want to mention about these windows here is that they can be moved anywhere on the screen that you want. You can dock them to the left, right, bottom, whichever your preference is. Just when you bring them back to the left side, if you like the stacked view, you can't just drag it over to the left, or it's going to go into a side-by-side view, which is kind of annoying because it takes up a lot of your screen. The trick is to bring it inside the far left window, all the way to the bottom. When you see it kind of disappear, and then you may have to resize it, but that's just how the editor works. Now that we know how to navigate between the Excel window and the VB editor, and a little bit about the Project Explorer and the Properties windows, I'm going to show you how to insert modules. What we need to do is we go into Insert, click Module, and we'll see that a module appears. And it'll give you just a generic name and the module folder. We can't rename the module by right-clicking. What we need to do is we need to rename it in the Properties window. So this is why it's very important to have the Properties window visible whenever we need to make changes. We can change it to whatever we want. We can change it to my first macro, and it looks good. As you notice, I'm not using any spaces because it won't allow you to add a space. If you want to delete a macro, what you will do is you'll right click and click remove. It'll ask you if you want to export it. I always say no, because usually if I'm deleting a macro, it's because I don't need it. And the last thing we'll go over is how to change the appearance of our Visual Basic Editor. What you would do there is you'll go to Tools, Options, and Editor Format. You can change it to whatever you want. It'll give you a quick preview down here. You can even change the background and foreground of the VB Editor itself. I don't tend to do this because it tends to look a little ugly in my opinion. It's not the best, as you can tell. And if I'm writing, this is what it would look like. So I tend to leave it back to the default colors or auto itself, because for aesthetics reasons, it looks better this way. Alright guys, so this is my first video I've made. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you have any requests of how to do specific types of programming codes for VBA, please leave a comment down below, because I want to make this more of an interactive channel where if users have questions and they have projects that they want to use and it seems to be a very popular project, I'll create a video on how to do it step by step, so then you guys will know how to do it and how my process is. And hopefully that'll help you in the future and we can help other people. That's my goal for this channel. Thanks for watching.